Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Crimes, Killers, Cults,
and beer.
And beer. And we're just two crazy Florida men drinking beer and talking about true crimes and the idiots that commit these crimes.
Yes.
And the fact that we're two Florida men talking about it makes it even better.
Right?
So,
yes, it does.
So this is episode 25.
25. Outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're going to be releasing 23, or 24.
Or whatever. Wherever it is, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, I've got faith in you that you're going to get Joseph Paul Franklin done, and we'll be able to release it next weekend.
Next week, yes. So, it will be done.
So therefore, this is episode 25.
Sounds like a plan.
The quarter century mark. Yay!
Yay! We made it to 25.
25. And man, people are digging the Woodstock 99 episode.
That's fucking cool, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, people like the music ones because it's like some of the ever since we switched providers, the music episodes, Norwegian black metal, the Satanic Panic, and now this one, those are getting pretty well received. I mean, the brand new ones obviously are getting more, but those those are the ones that people are going back and listening to. So
right on.
So you dig them? We'll keep doing them. In fact, the two-parter that we have is coming up. That's basically it's about music. It's not about music itself. It's about a producer and an artist. But yeah, it's music related.
Right on. Hell yeah.
So anyway, that's Todd.
And that's Bill.
And what are you drinking tonight?
Well, due to the nature of what we're discussing this evening, I was looking for a good Scottish beer to drink, but unfortunately, the ABC near me does not have any Scottish beers whatsoever.
Flog them.
Yes. So I went back to... Well, it's a different one. I don't think I've had this one before, but I've had other ones by this Rogue Brewing Company. I believe they're out of Oregon.
Oh, okay.
It is a Imperial India Pale Ale. It is called Colossal Clod.
Colossal Clod?
Yes, Colossal Clod. It has a lovely picture of a sea serpent on it by a lighthouse. It's really cool.
Nice. You have to shoot me a picture of that. I'll post it up on our social. We're going to start doing that. Whenever you drink these specialty beers and everything, shoot me a picture, and we'll put it up on Twitter and Facebook and everything. Maybe some of these breweries will see it and sponsor us.
There you go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's really good. And we know what you're drinking, so.
Yep, I'm drinking Bud Light.
Right.
So
that's okay. I was drinking Bud Light earlier today, so it is what it is.
Yeah. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you were a serial killer.
Okay.
Name a couple things that you wouldn't do.
In
regards to not getting caught.
What wouldn't I do? Okay, so like things I would do to not get caught, or what wouldn't I do that would get me caught?
Yeah, that. What wouldn't you do that would get you caught?
Kill somebody right in front of the police station?
That's a given. Although I'm sure that there's serial killers out there that have done that.
Right. Well, let's see. Not stay in one place for too long.
Okay, that's a good one. And that ties in. But the most important thing is don't be conspicuous.
Yeah.
Now this
that kind of goes with the don't kill somebody in front of the police station, though. I mean, because you can't really get much more conspicuous than that.
This is true. But we're covering tonight. We're covering Angus Sinclair, the Scottish serial killer, and he is probably the most depraved and sadistic piece of shit that we've covered up to this point.
Oh man, you know what I just realized?
Huh. Today
is fucking Talk Like a Pirate Day, isn't it?
I don't know. You want to try it?
No.
No. You knew what I was going to say.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't, because that's just not going to end well. That will just not end well, brother.
We should have talked like a pirate on the Blood Countess Bathory, Elizabeth Bathory episode.
Yeah, right.
Although I'm pretty sure that toward the end of that we were.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Because we were schnockered.
Yeah, we got a little out of control now, or at least I did anyway.
I did too, because remember, you were running late, and I was already about 7 beers in because I was working on that song while I was waiting for you to get ready.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I was already about 6 or 8 beers in when we started, just like you. So,
yeah, that's
and
right.
Then the wheels just fell off.
Hey, we had fun though.
But yeah, we're covering Angus Sinclair, and he's a lesser known serial killer. And I heard about him, and so I ordered the book. The book is called Sinclair, The World's End Murders Through the Eyes of a Killer, and it's by Ryan Green.
Ah.
And it's a short but intense read. It's 136 pages, and it's a good story. It flows really well. It's not like reading a Stephen King book. Well, he looked out the window and he saw a dog, and that dog reminded him of his childhood when he was 3 years old, when he stubbed his toe and a dog came over and pissed on him.
Yeah, right.
So, no, it's not like that. It's straight to the point, and that's the types of stories that I like to read. Now, something interesting about this. There's a disclaimer at the beginning of it, and it makes me wonder. I always thought that how, like, these true crime podcasts and everything, and these books as well, I always thought that they got so detailed due to the confessions, during the questioning, the interrogation stage, and grilling the person. I thought that that's where all these details came from. Like when they go into detail about how, about what the person was doing and all that stuff. Well,
Right.
Apparently that's not the case.
Uh-oh.
So there's a disclaimer at the beginning, and I'm only throwing this in there because it's interesting. I went back and looked at the other books that I have. In the On the House book about Michael Malloy, it's not in there because all the information there came out of court. The book, for our 2-part episode, it's not in there because all that came out in court, and but the book that I have about Joseph Paul Franklin, it's not in there either. So it makes me wonder. It just makes me wonder how much of this. I'm going to read the disclaimer to you, and then we're going to dive into it. The disclaimer says, this book is about real people committing real crimes. The story has been constructed by facts, but some of the scenes, dialogues, and characters have been fictionalized.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting.
I mean, is that kind of like the names of the innocent have been changed or whatever?
Yeah.
Whatever. What they used to say at the beginning of, like, what was it?
Law and
Dragnet
Order.
or whatever. Yeah, Law and Order.
Yeah, it's like...
names have been changed to protect the identities
to protect
of the
innocent
or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting because, like I said, I thought that all of the... I thought that all came from the serial killer's mouth. So I didn't know that they were... taking creative liberty, but it's fine. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's fine. I guess you have to do that. If you don't do that, then you don't have a good story.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
So, born on June 7th, 1945, Angus Young.
Angus Young.
I wonder how many times during this episode I'm going to do that.
Well, see, now you got me curious. When was Angus Young born, just in case? Carry on.
Didn't you say that Angus Young was born in Scotland?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh,
And then they moved to Australia.
To Australia.
I believe. Don't hold me to that though. But I believe I heard that somewhere. I don't know. I'm about to find out. But keep on, carry on.
Okay, so he was born to Angus Sinclair Sr. and Mamie, M-A-I-M-E, Sinclair. Mammy? Hey, Mammy! I could just see him. I could just see him walking up to his mom when he was a little kid, and he says, "Hey, Mammy! Don't you call me by my first name, you little twat."
All right, I just looked it up. He was born in March 31st, 1955.
Oh, okay.
in Glasgow. So
Okay, well, good thing, because Angus Young, we were looking at you, buddy.
right, dude. This almost turned into a music one again.
Well, a name like Angus.
Unintentionally.
A name like Angus is kind of, I mean, there's no way around it.
Yeah.
There's not very many Anguses in the world.
Not that we know of. Not famous ones, anyway.
So, but they lived in Glasgow, and Mammy, she came from a long line of miners, and Glasgow at the time was blanketed with dust from the coal mine. It was smoggy, and they lived in these tiny, flat buildings, and they were cramped, and they weren't safe either. They would go up like a tinderbox.
Oh.
That comes later. So Angus Senior was a handyman type, and he was a hustler, not in a bad way. He was just always looking for work. They were always broke. There just wasn't enough work around, and they didn't have enough food either. To the point to where they were hungry a lot, and to the point to where Angus Jr. he had stunted growth due to lack of nutrition.
Oh boy,
so that's pretty serious.
Yeah, that's bad news.
Yeah, that means you're going hungry a lot if it stunts your growth.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we feel sorry for the kid, not for the adult.
Yes. That seems to be our motto for most of these.
Yeah. Although this guy started early though, so we're gonna stop feeling sorry for him real soon. Angus Jr. got along well with his older brother and his sister, but he wasn't well liked at all by any of the other kids, like in the neighborhood and whatnot. But Angus Sr.'s health was failing, and they thought that it was due to him just being overworked, but he was diagnosed with chronic leukemia.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not good.
Especially back then, dude. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not good any time, but back in those days.
Yeah, but he was working, but he was overworking. Like my dad, yeah, he worked himself into the grave. That man would work 12 to 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. He would have days off, and he didn't know what to do with himself.
Yeah.
Sometimes he would just go into work and work off the clock.
Just have something to do.
Yeah, but you can't say that he didn't have a good work ethic.
That's very true. That's commendable.
Yeah. He eventually died, and Angus became a quiet introvert because of that. And at that point, all the kids started bullying him. He was already short and everything, and now he's quiet and introverted. So they just got relentless with him. And kids are fucking assholes,
Yes, they can be, for sure.
So Angus, as a teen, he became fixated on sex as a release.
Well, I'm okay. Name me one teenage boy that wasn't.
Well, this goes to extremes. His fantasies became violent. He wanted to dominate and punish the girls who wanted nothing to do with him.
Oh, I see.
Like one of those fucking incels. I'm a nice guy. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, I'm a perfectly nice. If you have to tell me that you're a nice guy, you're not.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's the same thing like when somebody goes, dude, I am a grown-ass man. I'm like, if you have to tell me that you are, then you obviously aren't.
Right. Yeah, I had a boss one time. He was like, I'm really easy to get along with. I said, if you have to tell me that, then you're not.
Yeah, right.
Talking about, I'm a grown-ass man. I've never understood that term, he's a man's man.
Yeah.
What it means, obviously, is, he's like an alpha.
Yeah.
But what it sounds like is he's somebody's bitch. He's a man's man.
I can see it being that way. I can see that. Yeah.
Anyway, but I digress. He started failing in school. Yeah, and at 13 is when he had his first brush with the law. He had stolen the offerings out of the church's offering box. And he was brought home by the police, and the church didn't press charges because they got the money back and they considered the matter closed.
Okay.
But his mother, as we'll find out later, is an enabler.
Yeah. Well, see, okay, here. Now, this just goes to be how I feel about God and everything. Like, dude, he stole the offerings from the offering box at the church. If there was a God, wouldn't have God had stopped him from doing that?
You would think.
Yeah, but he didn't.
But then again, I mean, God leaves you to your own devices.
Yeah, but then again, too, that's why the church didn't press charges, because they got the money back. And it's like, all right, well, we stole it from these people anyway, and he stole it from us, so fuck it, we'll just let him go.
Could be.
I'm just saying, dude, whatever. You believe what you want to believe, everybody. I don't have a issue with it. You know, it's me personally. But anyway, moving on.
So he began robbing people's houses, but the area was becoming really bad with crime, so there was a lot of suspects of who was committing these robberies, which he was one of them. What's the matter?
My second beer exploded too.
Oh God!
Dude, I swear to God, it's like somebody shook that entire fucking six-pack that I bought. Dude, I just cracked it open. I barely fucking cracked it open, and it just started pouring fucking out of there.
You've only got 6 beers?
Yeah, dude. But they're fucking like, what is this one? I forgot what this one was. Where is it? It was pretty high. Like 8 something.
Yeah, but this is a long episode. I've got 15 pages of notes here.
Well, we'll get through it.
So
I forget what this one is. It's like 8 something, but yeah. So I only bought a 6-pack. Well, that's all I come in is 6 packs.
But you've got more Bud Light, right?
No, I'll be fine.
Okay. Well,
trust me, dude. I'm not slamming these. I mean,
yeah, nurse them.
I'm not, dude. It's like, dude, it took me 20 minutes to drink the first one.
Oh, okay. I guess we're good.
Yeah, we're fine.
So, yeah, there was lots of suspects and everything, and he would be caught several times, and he would be beaten as punishment. Who beat him? Was it his mom, or was it the police, or did somebody catch him in his house and just beat the shit out of him?
I don't know. I mean, with what you said earlier, I doubt it would be his mom.
I know that, and that's why I'm kind of raising my eyebrow at this, because it's like I left something out in my notes. I'm sure the answer to that question is somewhere in that book, but
yeah. But I mean, dude, if I had to guess, I don't think it would be his mom with what you said earlier. So
right.
Probably, I would say probably the people's houses that he broke into. Either, you know, maybe some of them caught him and beat him, or the cops just fucking beat him just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, well, I mean, some places, you know, have corporal punishment as laws, and we're talking we're in the 45, we're in the mid 50s here at this point. So yeah. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I mean, dude, did you ever see what's that movie with Kevin Costner, the Al Capone movie, The Untouchables?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Sean Connery played a fucking Scottish beat cop there and there, dude. And they called them beat cops not because they walked a beat, but because they like to beat on people.
True.
Or at least Connery's character did in that movie. I don't know how true any of that is, so whatever.
He quit school at age 15, and he started working, unloading vans, and making, a little bit of money.
That's a respectable job.
Yeah, it is. But he used it to stalk people. Yeah, he used it to what did BTK call it? Troll.
Troll. Yeah.
He used it to troll, to trolling for victims.
Well, why not? I mean, if you're so inclined, that's the perfect job to have.
True. Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't more truck drivers that are serial killers.
Yeah, right. Dude, that's the thing, though. There probably are. We just don't know about them.
We just don't know about them yet. Yeah.
Because they get away with all that shit.
There's several. Yeah, there's 2 that I can think of. There's 3 that I can think of right off the bat that were serial killer truck drivers, and I'm sure we'll get to them at some point. Especially, considering my line of work. Yeah, you'll be able to make fun of me and well, this is why you said you didn't want me to. I couldn't go with you. Couldn't take a ride with you. You got some girl chained up in the back of your cab. Right? So,
dude, are there any like serial killer chefs? I wonder. Because because that's what I do, and I don't ever remember hearing
Robert
about
Hansen.
Anybody.
Robert Hansen.
Robert Hansen. Was he like a chef, or was he just a?
He was a baker.
That's not a chef, dude. That's different. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll look it up later. Move on. We got a long way to go.
Yeah. And a short time to get there.
Yeah. If we're eastbound, just watch old Bandit run.
So on one of his routes, he noticed an 8-year-old girl playing alone.
Uh-oh.
He got her to follow him into an alley where he pinned her against the wall and molested her. And he left her there, and then he went home. And then the police came, and he was arrested. And the harshest sentence that he could get as a kid on his first offense was 3 years on parole. And and if he got busted again, then he would have to do some time. Yeah, because at the time,
boy.
He's only 15 at this point. So, what do you think happens next?
Oh, God.
He comes to a realization about something.
That he enjoyed doing what he did to that poor little 8-year-old girl?
No. Well, that, but he had a epiphany about something. Because he had just gotten caught.
And he got let go, so he thought he was invincible.
He realized that the only reason that he got caught was because the little girl was able to ID him.
Oh, because he left her alive. Yeah.
Right.
So sorry, I did. I was trying to make that leap. I knew that's what it was, and I was trying to get there, but I couldn't make it. It was too far away. I couldn't leap that far. Not this time, anyway.
So now he's 16 years old, and soon he saw 7-year-old Catherine Rehill. He hadn't been committing any crimes because of his probation, but the urges were getting to him.
They always do.
Yep. His dark passenger.
Yeah, them urges will be your fucking downfall.
Yep. Our theme music is a song called it's my song called Dark Passenger.
Yes.
And it's written about Dexter. True story.
Well, the fact that his song is written about Dexter is a true story. Dexter's not a true story.
Right. Exactly.
But if you haven't seen Dexter, you really should fucking invest in Showtime and watch that shit because it's fucking amazing.
Well, all of the older seasons are on Amazon Prime. It's just the new. If you want to see the brand new one that they released last year, that you got to get Showtime for that one. But all of the you start watching that, you will get hooked on it, and you will.
I know, I did. I was totally friggin' hooked on it. Like,
I
wasn't even gonna watch it. My wife started watching. I'm like, what are you watching? It's a show called Dexter. He kills people, and I'm like, huh?
He's a vigilante.
So I stopped and I started. I'm like, dude, keep it going. Keep playing this. Don't stop.
My ex-wife got me into that show as well. And at first, cause I'm like, what the hell are you watching? And it just at first it just looked like some cheesy crime drama. And I started watching it. I'm just like, because she had bought the DVDs. And so I'm like, all right. Well, I came in like somewhere like halfway through season 1, and I watched the episode and everything. I'm like, this is cool. All right,
and it was in Florida.
Yeah.
Well,
we're restarting.
Supposed to be in Florida.
Yeah, but it was in California. Well, some of it was filmed in Florida.
The external shots where nobody had to be seen in it was, but every time you saw them driving a car or the actors got in and out of cars, all the cars had front license plates, and we don't have to have that in Florida.
No, but that building that was their police headquarters or whatever, that's in California. That lighthouse that's across the bay that's shown several times, that's in California. You know, you would think that they would have at least gotten the lighthouse, kept the lighthouse out of there, because that's an obvious landmark that.
Yeah, or just do like take B-roll, send the fucking second crew out to fucking film external shots of stuff.
Well, that episode when he went up into like Zephyr Hills, because he had inherited that house. When they're going up there, they stopped at this park that's right in front of Lake Okeechobee, and I recognized it because I've driven by it 100 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's 27 by Lake Okeechobee. So that,
but you know what I mean, though. Yeah, some of it was, but for the most part, I mean, dude, anytime you see a car in Florida with a front license plate on it, that is a Florida license plate, that doesn't say like "Go Knowles" or "Go Fins" or whatever. That front license plate is on there because they're filming in California and they just don't know the difference. They think that everybody needs a front license plate.
Yeah. Speaking of the Dolphins, 21-point comeback win. You know, they were 21 points down.
I heard about that, bro.
I watched that game, and I know better. I'm not one of these people that turns it off. You know, because I was at the last game where they played. It was in 2005. Buffalo had a huge lead on them, and they were down 21 points, and they came back and won. I was there at that game, so I know you don't leave. It's not over till it's over. And
no, dude, I heard about that game. It sounded fucking amazing, and I'm like listening to it. I mean, I'm listening to like the aftermath on the radio while I'm driving. I'm like, oh, I bet Bill's happy about that.
Oh yeah, but but people are going to be like, you know, when this episode's released, they're going to be like, that was 2 weeks ago. Well, yeah, because we're 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah, we're in the future now.
Yeah,
and no, I don't know what the friggin' lotto numbers are.
We're in now.
What is this?
This is now.
What?
We're in now.
We're in now.
When?
This is now.
When?
Now.
Anytime I can get a freaking Spaceballs reference into a podcast, it's a good day.
Got a Spaceballs reference in.
There's a lot of them in digressions. There's a few of them in Crimes, Killers, Cults, and Beer.
I got one last week.
You did?
Or was it? Well, yeah, last week or the week before.
Yeah,
whichever. I don't even know.
So,
but
anyway,
hashtag,
but we digress. He believed that it wasn't his fault that he was attracted to the young girls.
No, it is his fault. But anyway.
Yeah, he blamed the girls for he blamed the girls that were his own age for not being interested in him. It's their fault. He's just a victim.
Oh my God. Okay. No, it's not okay. But all right. Oh God, dude, I know white kids because they're small and you can totally take advantage of them and overpower them and do what you want. But no, dude, fuck.
You know, I don't even see how it just doesn't compute in my brain. You know, looking at a child and getting turned on. I cannot fathom that, and it's just like. It's like what the fuck? It's like even like 14-year-old girls and everything, they're still, they look like a woman, but but you can still see the child in their faces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the immaturity.
Dude,
and
fuck, dude. Well, I'm 52, dude. I mean, dude, looking at somebody that's even like 35 is like, oh, you're way too young for me, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just, I mean, granted, how old is he now? 15 or 16? But that's still, these are
16.
children. Fuck you. You're still a child. You don't, what the fuck?
Well, you're 52. A 4-year age difference would be somebody's 48 years old. Yeah, that's normal. Amy is 4 years younger than me. So, but I didn't meet Amy when I was 16.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
I know, dude. We went there. But anyway, moving on. Please, move on.
Yeah. But the thing is because of his stunted growth, he actually looked like a kid at the time.
See, I knew that fucking starving to death as a child, stunted growth bullshit was going to come back up.
Yeah. Skipping ahead a little bit, but he winds up being a freaking ladies' man as an adult.
Did he finally get a growth spurt? Was he drinking some protein shakes or something?
He didn't get a growth spurt, but let's just say that he filled out he filled out good, and he was a good-looking short man basically, and he developed a wicked freaking game, where he was really good. He was a pickup artist. and
Right
which
on.
is it's kind of hard to believe, at this point in the story, because right now he sounds like just like a little fucking twerp, and at this point he is, but he
A little fucking rapist. Fuck
yeah
this dude. I don't care if he grew whatever. I mean, dude, he probably had to grow up and develop game because he was so fucking short. Like, dude, dude, you're borderline fucking midget, boy. Stay away from me.
yeah. So he gave Catherine a penny, and asked her to go to the store and get them both a candy bar.
With a penny? Oh wait, it's
1950 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'll work.
yeah. So she did, and she brought it back to him, and then she went back into the little flat building, and he followed her, and he went to his flat, and he invited her in, saying it's just like, hey, the chocolate's gonna melt, because it was they were going through like a major heat wave at that time. And of course they didn't have air conditioning. Huh?
In Scotland?
Yeah, it was like according to the book, it was like in the high 90s. It was just a unseasonable, it was
In
just
Scotland?
unusual in Scotland.
No, dude. It's like constantly cold in Scotland.
Yeah, I know, but hey, it's I mean,
Fuck, even England, dude.
well, England got a crazy hot summer this past.
Oh, I know. It got up to
past
74 degrees and they almost died.
Well, it was freaking hot. But so he's like, oh, the chocolate might melt. So so the girl, she's like, no. So she runs, but he grabs her by the arm, and she fought him, and then he smacked her, and blood ran down her nose, and he dragged her into his flat, and then he molested her, and she was screaming the whole time. And when he was done, he formed a ligature and he strangled her. Yeah, he wasn't expecting to enjoy the killing process, but he did. And
well,
he was
of
like
course.
totally orgasmic over it.
Ugh.
So then after she was dead, he threw her down the stairs. And then he went back to his flat and he started crafting his story in case someone saw him talking to her. He decided that he was going to be pissed off because she ran off with his money and his candy bar, and that was the last time that he saw her. That was his story. His penny.
No, I mean, no lie, dude. In that time, dude, that penny that he probably worked 3 or 4 days to get. So yeah.
But that was his story. So.
All right, I can get that. I mean, I see it.
Shortly after that, like 2 women found the girl. Obviously, as you would, because I mean, it's a freaking apartment building.
Yeah, like that's. I mean.
So, now this part's kind of weird. Remember I was talking about don't be conspicuous?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he sticks his head out because he can hear, like people talking in the hallway, in the stairwell. So he sticks out. He sees the 2 women on there, and he's just like, he just blurts out, he's like, I'll go call an ambulance.
That's like the arsonist showing up to the scene of the fire and calling the fire department.
Right. It's like,
holy fuck. The mentality of these fucks is just beyond me.
I know. And the thing, it's like, if it had been me, which it wouldn't have been, but if it had been me, I would have stuck my, oh my God, what the hell happened?
I wouldn't even have stuck my head out, dude. Don't even fucking put yourself into it.
Right. That too.
Give the police no reason to question you.
Nah, bitch ran off with my penny. I came back up here, and I was just I was just doing my old thing. I've been in my apartment ever since.
Yeah, don't give them a freaking reason to check into your story. I mean, yeah, if they ask you,
yeah, but
yeah, but
don't put yourself into the story.
Don't put yourself into the story. Yeah, don't put yourself into the investigation for no fucking reason.
He called the ambulance and then ran back up to his room. So, Catherine's family decided that Angus had done it, and they went to go looking for him.
Oh,
there were rumors about that other little girl that that he had done it.
Oh yeah. Oh, but the one that he let live and got him
Right.
busted.
Right. But they were, but it had kind of been kept quiet because of the fact that he was so young at the time, and
Yeah.
so but there were rumors floating around, and Catherine's family they put together a posse.
Oh,
They were
good for them.
They were going to find him and they were going to kill him. But
Well, okay. Thanks for listening, everybody.
yeah, we'll see you next week.
I mean, okay. I'm guessing by the fact that you have like probably 10 more pages of notes that wasn't the end of this.
Not even close. So Angus bolted, but the police caught him shortly later and arrested him. He stuck to his story, but his older brother didn't buy the story, and he convinced him to confess. So, so he starts going over this in his head, and his reasoning for confessing was, he'd be safe from Catherine's family if he was in jail, and if he was in jail, then he would get a lighter sentence.
You know what? That's
sound logic.
That is sound logic. Yes, that's the words I was groping for there. That is sound logic. You'll be safe from them in jail, and they'll probably go easier on you. So just confess and turn yourself in.
Right, but he wasn't. I'm sure his brother didn't come at him with the aspect of you'll be safe from the family, but he probably did come at him with you'll get a lighter sentence if you confess. And that's true. If you confess, if you're in Florida and you're a murderer and they're looking for the death penalty, if you confess to it, then more often than not, death penalty gets taken off the table.
I mean, yeah. You make a plea deal and that shit happens, but
right,
you got to have a good attorney for that, dude. Because dude, if you're just some scumbag with a public defender, there's no way the death penalty's coming off the table.
Well, not only that, you get somebody like Ted Bundy and all the shit that he did. There's death penalty, regardless of if you confess or not.
But because of the place that we live, you'll get to live in prison for
years,
100
decades.
fucking years before we actually kill you.
Right.
You'll probably die of natural causes before we get around to executing you because of where we live. But hey, it is what it is.
Like William Cruz, our third episode.
But you know what I mean? Because, the criminals have rights and they have to get all their appeals. And sometimes it takes 20 years to file an appeal. And so he gets to live 20 years in prison on the taxpayers' money, 3 hots in a cot, and all the sex he doesn't want. On the taxpayer's dime, dude. It's like, dude, you're found guilty. You were sentenced to death. Fire up the fucking chair.
They should just bring back firing squad.
Firing squad. Public execution, dude. I guarantee you public execution will stop 90% of the crime.
What the reason I say firing squad is because how much does a bullet cost? Like 75 cents a bullet
nowadays. No, dude, it's a lot nowadays, dude.
Oh. But after Angus confessed, his older brother disowned him, and good on him. The court decided that Angus was mentally impaired and therefore not culpable for this murder.
What? Come on now.
Yeah. So he got 10 years. And
didn't he confess?
He confessed. Yeah, I don't understand it either.
Dude, this is making my brain hurt. Okay. All right, carry on. Whatever.
So he was terrified in prison because, he thought that everybody knew what he had done, and obviously they don't like, people who mess with kids in prison.
It's like I said earlier, right? 3 hots at a cot and all the sex you don't want.
Yeah. But they didn't even notice him. They took him in, and they started his education at Prison University.
Oh, see, they felt sorry for him because he was tiny.
Mm-hmm. But
I see.
Other sex offenders were giving him techniques on how not to get caught and all that stuff. But you're in prison. you're in prison, so why are you giving me information on how not to get caught?
Yeah, right.
What you're telling me obviously didn't work for you.
Yeah, this is obviously not good information.
Well, I learned from my mistakes.
Yeah. God, fuck. Oh boy.
So he was a model prisoner, of course, and he was released after 7 years for good behavior.
All right.
So, upon his release, he moved to Edinburgh, and
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Say it right. You're gonna piss off the Scottish people that listen to us if you don't say it right.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, Edinburgh.
So, upon his release, he moved to Edinburgh, and he got a job in a place near the World's End pub. And now
dude, I love that. Is that place still there? Because I want to go there.
I think it is. I think it is.
If it is, we're going there, dude.
Yeah, I definitely, I definitely, I think it is there because it's been there for a long time.
Dude, I don't even care. It's because that's where this guy ended up. I just want to go to a place called the World's End.
The reason it's called the World's End is because it's next to the Royal Mile. The Royal Mile is where it's like an upscale place, you know, and then the other side of it is like the other side of the tracks, you know, the run down, and the West End pub sits right there, like right near the dividing line. So, it's
so it is the World's End.
World's End pub. Yeah, exactly. It's really, really interesting, really cool, and I think that it is still there. I should have looked into that to find out before we did this episode. But
don't worry about it. Your partner in crime is doing it right now, bro.
Awesome. So
carry on.
My wayward son. Okay.
We got the movie The World's End. No, I'll shut up. Just go.
Just type in The World's End pub, Scotland.
No, it's the World's End Bar, Edinburgh. Traditional visit Scotland.
Is it there? Is it still open?
I don't know. Hold on.
Okay. So he met his future wife, Sarah Hamilton. She was studying to be a nurse, and she was at World's End pub when they met. And he eventually convinced her to move in with him, and they got married at the registrar's office in a lovely ceremony where they signed a piece of paper.
Well, that's all a wedding is anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only part that matters is signing that piece of paper.
All right. So he told Sarah and her family that he had done time, but he kind of exaggerated it. Yeah, he told her that the killing was an accident.
Of course it was.
His story changes later, but we'll get there. Yeah, at first they had a good marriage, and 2 years in they had a son, Gary.
Fuck you, Gary.
What did Gary do? He didn't do anything.
Oh no, it's not Gary, but it's Carl. But you know what I mean? The meme, like fuck you, Carl.
Oh,
but, like dude, Gary's the same as Carl. So like fuck you, Gary.
So he got into photography, but he wouldn't let anyone see his work.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, he sold paintings, and then he bought an ice cream truck.
No. Please tell me. Oh, God damn, dude. This is worse than any kind of bad fucking movie I could ever watch.
I told you this is the sickest, depraved fuck that we've covered so far.
Oh, and for the record, it's the World's End Bar now, but yes, it is still there.
Awesome. So we're gonna take a trip over there. We're gonna go to London. We're gonna go to Edinburgh. We're gonna go to Stonehenge. We're gonna go see all that shit, and then we're gonna, fuck yeah. That's on my bucket list is to go over there. That's just.
We're gonna go over there. We'll fly into London. We'll fucking rent motorcycles, and we'll just fucking drive all over fucking Great Britain.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We'll fucking roll into Wales. We'll do all kinds of shit, dude. We'll have to be over there for like a fucking month, so you better start saving.
Yeah. I know, but you know what? I'm totally down with that. I mean, it's just if you're gonna do it right.
Fuck yeah, dude. Whatever. If we rent motorcycles or rent a car or whatever, dude, we're driving from. We'll get to London. We'll fucking hang out there. We'll do the circle and get stuck in. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament.
I want to go on the tour of the Tower of London.
Well, yeah, we'll do that, dude. We'll do all that shit, man.
Yeah,
we'll do all the tourist shit, and then we'll go to other places that maybe aren't so touristy and see what kind of shit we can get into.
Yeah, and we'll have some drinks at the World's End Bar.
Dude, we're gonna have drinks all over that fucking country, dude. What are you talking about?
Hell yeah!
There's not gonna be one fucking sober day spent in that place. Are you kidding me?
Hell no. But okay, so it if you live over there in England or Scotland or whatever or Wales or just BillZillaProd@gmail.com.
Tell us where to go.
Tell us where to go, and hell, we might once we build up our listenership to where we have like one of these huge followings and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, the record shit's coming with us, dude. We are gonna do a podcast while we're there too.
Oh hell yeah, and we'll put together an event. We'll do an event
or whatever.
Hell yeah,
dude. No, dude, it'll be fine, dude.
We'll have to rent
I'm all fucking down about that, dude.
We'll have to rent a PA, but that's no big deal. I'm sure there's backline places there.
Dude, we're gonna have to buy shit when we get there, dude. They use totally different electricity over there.
We just buy a converter.
Why? When I could buy all new gear. Just kidding.
No, you just get a converter.
Where's the fun in that? When I could have new stuff.
You wouldn't be able to bring it over here and use it. You'd have to get You'd have to get an adapter. Just get the fucking adapter while we're over there. Use the shit we already have. That new computer that you're going to buy over there, just because it's got that weird looking plug on it and everything.
Yeah, dude.
That's gonna take money out of your fund to have fun while we're there.
Oh, dude, you don't realize how much money I'm bringing on this trip.
Oh shit.
Money is not going to be an issue, bro.
I love you, bro. I forgot about that. Too, I forgot about that. Yeah. So anyway, he would sell ice cream to young kids. And
yeah,
everything seemed good on the surface, but he started having affairs. And when he got caught, he would cry and swear it would never happen again. These women that he had affairs with were outlets for his sexual obsessions. Sexual obsessions. I bit my tongue. Sarah worked nights. So he would be able to just do whatever the hell he wanted to. On top of the ice cream truck, he bought a camper van.
Oh my God.
Which he had bought it with his brother-in-law, Gordon. And the two would pick up women, they would take them back to the van, and both would have sex with them. And these excursions, they were just fishing trips, according to Angus, and Sarah believed it because Gordon, being a good wingman, he backed up the stories.
Oh God.
A good wingman, but a piece of shit brother.
Right? Jesus. Okay, so he's got an ice cream truck, a fucking van.
A camper van, yeah.
And what else does he need for the trifecta of child molesting serial killers? There's got to be one more thing, right?
His photography equipment.
There it is. Yep. we have the trifecta of fucking kitty fiddler fucking serial killers.
So, but the thing, the question that I asked to start out, about being inconspicuous, a fucking camper van.
Well,
he would drive.
Really be fishing.
He would drive down to the. He would drive to these bars. Just park the camper van on the street, and. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know. I might be getting ahead of myself here, and I probably am. If you meet a girl at a bar, And you're like, okay,
Yeah.
come on, come back to my house. Okay, and you seduce her and all that stuff. And you're like, okay, let's go back to my place. Well, I need a ride. Okay, yeah, you ride with me. And we walk up to a fucking camper van.
No, dude, that's where you just go. That's where you just get real smooth. This is my house.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
Just saying.
but then again, look at the time that we're in. It's like people don't think about serial killers and everything like that.
Yeah.
Hell, even during the 70s, people were hitchhiking all over the freaking country.
Yeah, because there was no internet.
There
was no internet. There was no Facebook, no TikTok to fucking warn you about all this crap.
Right.
And and our parents that weren't doing shit back. I mean, not that they weren't doing shit, but they weren't concerned about such things because,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, dude, remember, like, dude, I remember in the 70s, dude, like, during, like, summer vacation from school, dude, I'd leave the house at sunup, go riding on my bike, and I had to be home by dark. No cell phone, no helmet.
Right.
No nothing, dude. No way to fucking get my mom to get a hold of me to get a hold of her. Nothing, dude. And I'd always, when I showed back up at dark, when the streetlights came on, dude, that was it.
Yep.
If you didn't make it back by dark, then there was an issue.
Yeah, but or like I can remember a friend of mine when I was a kid. He would his dad would step outside and just like he's one of these people that could do those like super ear piercing loud whistles.
Oh, yeah.
And he would just whistle, and my mom was just like, okay, whenever he steps out and whistles, that's when you got to come home too.
Yep.
So
fair enough.
And you could hear it all the way down the street. It was that freaking loud.
Oh yeah. But anyway, now that we've proven how old we fucking are.
Yeah, right. Well, you said that you were 52.
I know. I told my age, but I just proved it then.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have been making that up. Nobody knows.
I'm 49, but whatever.
It is what it is, dude. We're having fun. We do what we do.
Yep. But
age is only a number.
Sex wasn't enough. His need for violence was starting to resurface. So he started mugging people and robbing them. He beat one woman's face in with a fucking hammer and then took her purse. He attacked another man. He attacked a man with an axe and took his watch.
Oh, really? Wow.
And
with an axe just to take his watch? Dude, that's a bit extreme, don't you think?
Well, what if it was a Rolex?
That's still a bit extreme. An axe? Just pull a knife on him and just fucking take the shit. You fucking kill the guy with a fucking axe just to take his watch? And it probably wasn't a Rolex. I mean, dude, we're talking about Scotland here. It's probably a fucking like Timex or something.
So
then started. You know what I mean?
He then started.
I'm not bashing Scotland. I promise. I love Scotland.
So he then started selling porn.
Selling porn?
Selling
or
porn.
Making porn.
He's a photographer.
So he was making porn and then selling it.
Well, he had a porn distributor that he would sell the pictures to.
Yeah, so he was
because like I said, he came up with a game. Yeah, he had game. He was able to like trick these women into posing nude for him. Yeah. And of course, not all of these women were legal.
Well, of course not. It is what is it? Is it the 60s by now, or are we still in the 50s?
No, we're in the 60s now.
Okay, see, I lose track. I fucking we start going off on digressions, and I just totally lose track of what year we're in.
But he decided that he wanted violence and sex at the same time.
Oh my God! Did he start BDSM?
No, because in BDSM you have the safe word. I don't think he was into safe words.
Yeah, probably not. But you know what I mean. It's kind of sounding like this is direction he's heading.
Well,
and I don't know when BDSM was fucking invented. I don't know. I'm just saying. It was just.
Well, buckle up because now it's going to get dark.
Oh, goddamn, dude. No, it can't get any more darker. He's already fucking fiddling with kids and taking fucking naked pictures and selling it. And
Gets much worse. Gets much worse. Like I said, this is the most depraved
why do you
piece
do
of
this
shit
to
that
me,
we've
bro? I'm just kidding. Let's have it. Let's go.
So his first victim was Frances Baker. She was 37 years old. She was pretty.
Wow,
And
he went in the complete opposite direction, didn't he?
Yeah. So after work, she decided to go out to a bar and for some drinks.
As you would after work.
Yeah. So Angus, he hit on her. And then as she's leaving, he pulls up next to her in the van. And he said he was going to give her a ride. He said that he was going to give her a ride to another bar. She agreed. And she knew this guy, but she knew that he was married and she didn't want anything from him other than company.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
So she gets into the van, and they start driving down, and all of a sudden he goes somewhere else. And so he stops on the side of the road. He drags her into the back of the van and he rapes her. And then he strangled her as he was raping her.
Yeah.
And he would loosen his grip and let her breathe, and then squeeze again, all while still raping her.
That's fucked up. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he finally kills her after torturing her for Lord knows how long, and he tosses her body in some bushes next to the street, and she wasn't discovered for 16 days.
what, dude? What kind of street was this? Obviously not a popular street.
No, it was a back road.
All right, but I mean, dude. Well, considering the first girl he killed, he just tossed her down the fucking stairs. It's like, dude, you're leaving the bodies out in the fucking open here, bro. You need to fucking tighten up.
Well, you remember, he had a degree from Prison University too.
Well, yeah. All the people in prison telling him what to do, like, because it works so well for me.
Yeah, but you got to also say, but you got to figure these people in prison. These people in prison is just like, okay, well, this is what I did, and I wound up here. This is how I would have done things differently. So there you go.
All right, I'll give you that. But I'm pretty sure that's not the way it happened.
Well, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. We'll never know. So there was
they just wanted him to come back because they knew he was going to get out. So they're telling him how to fuck up so he gets back there. So they go,
so they
now
can
you're back, buddy.
Ass rape him some more.
Yeah.
Come here, little man.
Chocolate starfish.
Bend over.
Hi, Ben.
Bend over, little man. Was that Fletch?
Yeah. So what are your names, Neil and Bob, or is that just what you do?
So there was.
I know, dude. This is going off the tracks way too soon.
So there was a known rapist in the area named Thomas Young, and
Angus Young, dude. We made a connection.
Yep. So, oh God, we both got there at the exact same time.
I know, right?
Great minds think alike. But he had been convicted of rape, and he had done his time and was released. But he was arrested and convicted of, Frances Baker's murder.
Yeah.
And Young died in prison, and he always maintained his innocence. Yeah.
Well, they all do.
Well, he didn't do it.
Most of them do. No.
Angus did. But so he's feeling invincible after this, and he got away with it, and someone else got charged with it. He's like, "Oh hell yeah! I'm a indestructible freaking monster. I can do whatever the hell I want.
I'm untouchable. They can't prove nothing. They can't make nothing stick to me. Whatever. They will eventually, motherfucker. I hope."
Yep. Oh, they do. The next victim, Anna Kinney. This was in Glasgow at the Hurdy-Gurdy pub.
Anakin Skywalker?
Yeah.
Wait, no, he became Darth Vader. He didn't. Never mind. I'm fucking around, dude. I'm being stupid.
I wonder if she likes sand.
Probably.
Yeah, I was laughing at the name of the pub, and you're laughing at her.
Yeah. Anakin, dude. Come on, dude. Like, you didn't get that?
No, I didn't.
Like, that never occurred to you.
No, it didn't.
See, that's why I'm here. And
Yeah,
I'm on fire tonight, boy.
Can't make fun of the victim, though. Come on,
I'm
man.
not making fun of her, dude. I'm just... When you said that, I heard... all I heard was Anakin. Anyway, moving on.
So it was in Glasgow. It was at the Hurdy Gurdy pub, and if that's still there, then we're going there too.
Fuck yeah. Right.
And it was a popular single spot. It was like kind of like the local meat market, you know.
Right on.
Anyway, Anna was 20 years old, and she was with a friend that night, Wilma Sutherland, and they were out on a girls' night out. They weren't looking to hook up initially. They just, yeah, right.
When your old lady said you're having a girls' night out, they're trying to hook up.
But they just wanted.
Sorry,
to have fun
Amy, if you're listening to this, but that's just the way it is.
They just wanted to have fun because you know why? Because girls, they want to have fun. I went there.
Yeah, they want to have fun and funds too. So
So two men walk up to her or to them, and one starts hitting on Wilma, but like hitting on her hard. And this is, of course, was Gordon. But
I bet he had a Scooby-Doo fetish, huh? Just saying.
Fred
or no, Scooby-Doo was Velma, not Wilma.
Velma. Come on, man. Come on.
I'd see
you gotta get these things right.
I messed up my cartoons, man. Yeah. Velma is Scooby-Doo. Wilma is Flintstone. So he had a Flintstone fetish.
Right. So Gordon is hitting on Wilma hard, but the guy who was talking to Anna, he was obviously Angus and Anna. He was just being laid back, chill.
That sounds like the name of a fucking romance movie, Angus and Anna.
Angus and Anna. Well, it could have been in an alternate universe.
Yeah, but we're not in that universe. So.
No, we're not.
Let's get to the goods.
Yeah. So, later, last call was called, and he asked Anna to walk with him. Just go take a walk with him, and she agreed. And she left Wilma with Gordon. And Gordon had been like annoying the shit out of her the entire night. It like the guy who's hitting on a woman that just doesn't let up and can't pick up on the fact that the woman wants nothing to do with him.
Right. He can't see the signs. Right.
He wouldn't open up his mind either. So.
Oh, God damn it. All right, go on. I wasn't even thinking that, but that was good.
But, Wilma was able to get a cab and get the hell away from Gordon. Thankfully. But.
Dude, was her cabbie's name Fred?
I don't know.
Sorry. God, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
But Anna and Angus, they walked together to the street, to the camper van, and she told him she just wanted to go home. And Angus played along, like being, the fake gentleman and everything. He offers her a ride. So she finally agreed to go with him into the camper van.
Yes, here, come take a ride with me in the kitty fiddler. Even though you're not a kid, so you're going to be safe. No,
this is the murder van. The ice cream truck is the kitty diddler.
Yeah, you know what I mean now.
So he, she got in and she gave him directions to her place, and then she kind of passed out a little bit. And when she woke up, they were heading out of town. And he just does the whole, oops, I must have took a wrong turn.
Oh, God. He took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Or Sterling. I hear there's a bridge there.
Yeah, it's not a whole battlefield. It's just a bridge.
So she didn't buy it. And and then she tried to get him to stop and let her out. And this is when the fucking monster comes out. He says, "You aren't going anywhere, you wee bitch. Just shut up and sit still." And tried to unbuckle her seatbelt, and Angus grabbed her and pinned her to the chair, and she screamed, and he grabbed her breast and squeezed the shit out of it. And he told her to shut up or it would be more than a squeeze.
Oh.
He ripped off her shirt, and this is happening while Angus is still driving.
You say he did? I mean, this is like the precursor to don't text and drive. Don't fucking grab a titty and drive.
Well, I do that all the time, but I'm not trying to kill Amy.
You know what I mean.
So, he stopped. He finally pulled off the side of the road and everything. He was laughing at her as she's screaming, and she almost got out, but he caught her, and he tied her up, and he violently raped her, same MO as before, and then he dragged her out and he buried her, and it took almost 2 years to find her body. He actually buried her.
He's getting better because now he's hiding his bodies better. So.
Well, we're gonna get to that. There's a method to his madness.
All right. Well, hey, most serial killers they devolve.
But actually, you're on the right track though. So the next victim, Hilda McCauley, she was a 36-year-old divorcee. She was newly single. Her husband was an abusive fuck, and a drunk and all that stuff. And she was ready to move on.
As she should be.
And she was a little chubby.
There's nothing wrong with being a little chubby, man.
No, her husband, the whole time, he's just like, "Oh, you're such a fat fucking bitch and everything. You're never going to get anybody better," and blah, blah, blah.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah. I wish Angus had killed him.
You know? Fuck that shit, dude. Whatever. Dude, I mean, I hate to sound like I'm a woke fucking asshole because I'm not, but
no, that guy's
women are beautiful.
Guy's a piece
Women are
shit.
beautiful because they come in all shapes and sizes, dude.
Right.
And that's just the end of it. That's the end of the story.
But okay, going back to where I said, okay, you're on the right track about him changing his MO.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first two were attractive, and this is something that came out, that he admitted to in questioning. Yeah, the first two were attractive. He threw one in the bushes, and then he buried the others. The other one, and then now Hilda, she was fat according to him, and this was intentional as to not develop a pattern.
Oh, see.
That's why I said it's like, okay, you're on the right track.
Oh, all right, I got it. Fuck, am I a serial killer? We've already talked about this. I'm not. We've talked about this in previous episodes.
You're not that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of.
So Hilda was going out on the town that night to meet a new decent man. This was the first fucking night. This was the first fucking night that she had really been out since the divorce was over. This is the first night that she'd been out in a long fucking time.
Right on. Good for her.
And she runs into this fuck.
Yeah, not so good for her.
This is probably one of the more. I mean, they're all heartbreaking, but this one's probably a little more because she thinks that I've met this guy's awesome. Like I said, he developed a game, and I mean
he was feeding a smoothie and like got her all buttered up. Yeah.
Yeah. So they flirted and kissed, and she asked if he wanted to leave with her.
Oh, somebody was horny.
They left, and they walked to the camper van.
Again.
And she thought the van was funny. And he's...
Of course, because she wasn't expecting anything other than to get fucked.
Yeah, and she joked, she's like, "Oh, you're just going to take me to Lover's Lane, aren't you?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, of course, baby."
Isn't that what you want?
Yeah. So this is where it gets bad.
Of course.
They got there, and Hilda, being all horned up, she pounces on him.
Good for her.
Yeah, she. When I say pounce, I mean she's just like, "You're gonna fuck me, and you're gonna fuck me right now."
And it better be good, boy. I'm gonna squash your fucking face.
You know, I've been divorced and everything, and I know that mindset.
Uh-huh.
It's just like it's just like the first time you get, the first time, it's just
Spit it out.
like, okay, I'm not, I'm not tied to this fucking piece of shit anymore. I'm gonna frickin', the next person that I get into bed with, they're gonna get their world rocked.
I'm gonna do what I fucking want, dude. And I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and that was her mindset. They made out and everything. He got her all fucking worked up, and then he just, out of nowhere, he just punched her hard.
Well, he's a piece of shit. So
Yeah, and he literally beat her to death with his fist. He didn't even have sex with her. You know why?
Because she was, in his mind, fat and not attractive.
No.
All right.
She wanted to. She wanted to have sex, so therefore he didn't have sex with her.
See, I wouldn't have gone there. I would have figured that, when you said, like, trying to change his M.O., like, not going after attractive women all the time, so maybe he just wasn't attracted to her and couldn't get it up, so he just beat the piss out of her.
No, she wanted sex, so he wasn't going to give her anything that she wanted.
Yeah, all right. Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You could have at least boned her before you killed her, let her go out happy. Fuck.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? That's not your thing, dude. You want to fuck people that don't want to fuck you, so I get it. Whatever.
Right. He's a rapist / killer. So he just tossed her body to the side of the road, just like right on the shoulder. And her body was found the very next day.
Yeah, see, that's getting a little careless. He's starting to get careless here, I think.
Yeah, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. But still, the whole thing with the fucking camper van.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, people have got to be noticing, and the book doesn't really specify this, but but people have got to be noticing all these women that disappear, getting into that fucking camper van.
Camper van, yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah,
dude, somebody has to see this shit. It's not like this shit is just going on, and there's no witnesses. But I get it though. It's a different time. There's not the internet. There's not like all the shit we have nowadays, which is like,
right.
Even being older now, dude, like the shit that we have nowadays, like, dude, if we'd had this shit back when we were young, dude, you know how many Amber Alerts would have been going out, fucking like just day in and day out.
No kidding. Yeah, it's crazy. So later, Angus and his wingman, piece of shit brother, Gordon.
Malcolm. Wrong Angus.
they began. Yeah, they started bar crawling. They would start at like the end of the seedy side and work their way, and they would work their way through the bars.
Yeah.
And then finish their night at the World's End pub.
Dude, we are so going.
World's End Bar.
Well, that's what it's called now. It's probably called the World's End Pub back then, but now it's the World's End Bar, dude. And we are so going there.
Hell yeah.
Dude, and for another reason too, that movie, The World's End, that I think was like, what the fuck was it? Was that Simon Pegg?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but dude, it was like a zombie movie, and they started at that bar.
Are you serious? Oh wow!
I think I saw that when I looked it up. But anyway, go on. I'll let you know in a minute.
I wonder if it was filmed on location.
I'm sure it was, dude, because Simon Pegg's fucking Scottish, dude. He played
he is Scottish.
Scotty in the Star Trek movies that we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job. But so one night they were at the World's End pub.
Yes.
Because they had struck out at every other bar along the strip. And they saw, the World's End pub was packed. And they saw two girls at a table that were sitting next to each other, and they asked if they could join them because the place was packed. And so the girls agreed, and they struck up a conversation. And Angus never bothered to get the girls' names.
Sorry, it reminds me of a joke.
Huh?
Reminds me of a joke. Since we're talking
Go ahead. I know you want to.
This guy's sitting at a bar, and he sees these two pleasantly plump women walk into the bar, and they sit on the opposite side of the bar from him. And he goes, and he hears them talking, and they have an accent, right? So he's like, "Hey, are you ladies from England?" And they go, "It's Wales, you fuck." He goes, "Okay, I'm sorry. Are you Wales from England?"
Why are you Wales from England? I've heard that before. The girls were invited by Angus and Gordon to a party. And the party, of course, was where?
In the camper van.
Yep.
Hey, I got one right finally.
The booze was flowing.
I bet the titties were out. I bet it was a good fucking time.
Yeah, and Angus is driving them out of the city. And the girls and these two girls are the title of the book was the West End murder, or the West End girl. Anyway, the World's End murders. That's what this is.
Yeah.
These are the World's End murders that we're talking about now.
Okay, because you did say West End at the beginning, but I wasn't going to argue with you because I don't know. I don't know this book.
I said West End at the beginning
You did.
when I was talking about the book.
You did.
Double dumbass on me.
And now we have a Star Trek IV Voyage Hope reference in there.
So the girl, fuck my.
How long you been saving that one, bro?
I wasn't saving it. It just popped out. but that was pretty dumbass, though. I'm sitting here like citing my source for the book that I used, and I get the title of the book wrong.
You did. You said it's whatever it was, and you said at the West End bar or whatever. You said West End. I'm like, okay. I don't know. Maybe they named the book wrong. I wasn't going to blame you, but apparently I should have blamed you.
No. That was on me.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh, God. But y'all don't listen to us for our, perfect.
Yeah. Dude, it's only edited perfect. You should, dude, if you heard that.
Well, it's not even perfect after it's edited.
Yeah, sometimes it's not, but I do my best.
The girls were drunk, and then Angus stopped on a dark road, of course, as Angus does, and he says, "Now, which of you lovely ladies wants to go first?"
Stop. Just stop with the accent, dude. You ain't got it.
Okay, it's not working tonight.
No, it's not working tonight.
It works sometimes. It works most of the times, but not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight. It ain't working, bro.
The girls are giggling, and Angus flips out. And then he yells, "Which one of you cunts wants to fuck first?" Gordon is spooked. The girls tried to get out, and Angus grabbed one of them and tossed her onto the floor of the camper van. Gordon freaked when Angus pulled a rope out of his pocket, realizing that Angus had planned all of this ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
So he tied one of the girls up, and he told Gordon to do her. Gordon raped her while Angus raped and pummeled the other one. He then, and he's just like, he's raping and beating the shit out, like he did with the last victim. Yeah, except this time he's escalating. He's raping while just like bludgeoning.
Oh, so instead of just choking this one while he's raping her, he's pounding the fuck out. Okay.
Right. His last victim. The one where he just beat the shit out of and didn't even rape her.
Yeah, well, because she wanted to fuck. Yeah, I got you. So now he's mixing the two.
Right. So then he ordered Gordon to swap girls. Yeah, and he raped and pummeled the other one to death, and then dragged her out of the van and just dumped her. He tells Gordon that Gordon has to prove that he's loyal.
Oh boy, here we go.
So Angus says that they need to take the girl far away, and Gordon agrees, and he's just like, "I've never done anything like this before in my life." Angus says, "Don't worry, I'll finish her off. I'm not a complete bastard."
God, Jesus.
He can see Gordon shaking, so Yeah. I mean, Angus, he's a nice guy. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, Gordon's shaking and everything, so it's like, don't worry, I'll kill her.
Yeah, you don't. I'm not gonna make you kill this one, but you're gonna have to prove yourself to me eventually, here, boy.
But because I'm a nice guy, I'll just take care of it.
You know, he's a nice guy from a nice family.
Gordon says he won't tell. He's like, I won't say a word. And Angus, being the nice guy that he is, says, "Of course you weren't. Of course you won't tell. You're an accessory to murder."
Yeah, dude, it's been my experience with like murder movies and just like books and all this kind of stuff that like when the person says that they won't tell, they're gonna tell.
They're gonna tell,
and that's what usually gets them killed straight out the gate.
But he did say it's like, of course you're not going to tell anybody. You're an accessory to murder. Yeah. Which basically is like, if you rat on me, hey, you were there too, bitch. Too.
Yeah, you're just as fucked as I am, so keep your cock holster shut.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, the girl in the back of the van hears this entire conversation. I can only imagine what's going through her head at this point.
Oh, no shit, dude. God. I can't even...
It's one thing to be murdered.
Yeah.
Well, and which I hope I never realize, I never find out what that's about. But it's got to be something completely different and 100 times more terrifying to hear the people who are going to kill you talking about killing you.
Oh, yes, totally, dude, for sure. It's like, dude, what do you do? I mean, oh, God, dude.
I mean, they've already killed her. Both girls have already been raped. Both girls have gotten the one that's still left
dead. Is the one that was tied up, right?
Right, yeah.
So, dude, she can't do nothing, dude. She's tied up in the back of this fucking van, just like, fuck.
And even if she managed to get, to get free, which some of these victims in these cases and everything, some of them do get free. But what's she gonna do? They're in a moving vehicle. With two, with two sick fuck. It's just like she's fucked.
Well, one truly sick fuck and one guy that was just kind of along for the ride, but
right.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like this Gordon guy was just kind of along for the ride, kind of like maybe he was a little rapey, but he wasn't murder. You know what I mean? I mean, dude, and being rapey is not a good thing either. That doesn't exonerate him one bit.
But there's a big difference between a rapist and a sadistic killer.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And I don't think Gordon signed up for that. But it's still though he's still in the wrong. I mean, he's still a piece of shit too. But I don't think that.
Not to mention he betrayed his sister.
Yeah. I just don't think Gordon knew. I don't think Gordon knew what he was getting into, but I mean that doesn't excuse his fucking behavior one bit.
Not at all. Not at all. So Angus chokes the girl out, and then both men together toss her into a field, and then they drive away. The next victim, Agnes Cooney.
Oh, Agnes.
30-year-old.
That's really close to Angus. Just flip 2 letters.
Oh God, I hate to laugh, but some of these names are just too convenient.
I know, right? It's just whatever.
Makes me wonder if some of the names, like in the disclaimer, if some of the names were changed.
I bet they were. I bet that's part of the disclaimer. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
But anyway, moving on.
What's in the book is Agnes Cooney. She's a 30-year-old nurse, and. Yeah, and at this point, I'm not going to go into the gory details and everything. We're just going to wrap it up. It's the same MO: flirt, drinks, ride home in the camper van. She had passed out. He tied her up and he raped her and he beat the crap out of her, and because she wasn't doing anything for him. It's like. I've been with some women that they were just boring and just kind of laid there and did nothing.
Yeah.
It didn't make me want to kill him.
No. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. We've all had at least one person like that in our lives, no matter what, with either side, either way.
Yeah. So he started toying with her with a knife, like little stabs and everything. Her shrieks excited him, and then finally he stabbed her to death while raping her. Yeah, and then he actually gets pissed because of all the fucking blood in the van.
Well, dude,
Because
really,
this is
what do you
the
think
first-
is going to happen? I mean, seriously?
I know. Yeah, so he tossed her out and drove away, and at this point he is like, as far as he's concerned, he is invincible. He is untouchable, like we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
But now it's just like, so he goes and he cleans he cleans his truck out and everything. He cleans the van out. But Mary Gallagher was the next victim. She was 17 years old, and he saw her walking down the street. He walked up behind her with a knife and told her to go quietly or he would kill her right there. They went to a deserted construction site, and he told her to strip. She did, and then he pounced on her, but she fought him. She fought him hard.
Nice.
She fought him well. Out on the plain, she gave him hell. She's hitting him and scratching him and everything, but he did rape her anyway.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
he's a little stubby guy, dude. They fight hard. The short guys fucking try harder, dude. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but she was petite too. I mean, she was like probably like 5'1".
So okay, so not
95
much
pounds soaking
taller
wet.
than him. Well, dude, I don't know. Did they ever say how tall he was? Because he said his growth was stunning, so I didn't picture him being more than like
Yeah, he's like
5'5".
Yeah, that's about it. He's 5'5", 5'6". But yeah, she was screaming as she fought him, and Angus got scared because she might attract attention because he's doing it out in the open.
Oh, he broke his code.
Yeah, he did. She clawed at his eyes, and he grabbed her pants, and he used them as a garrote to strangle her. Yeah, and he's violently raping her all that time. But
Yeah.
all that time, she's still fucking fighting. She's fighting with everything that she's got.
Of course, her father taught her well.
And finally, he stabbed her to death, and he left, and he left her there and ran off. Yeah. After that, Angus was too scared to abduct another woman, so he had bought a handgun, which illegal. So now we're gonna go into a deeper ring of hell.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. We're already on like fucking 3.
We're going down to 4.
No, it goes the other way. It starts at 9 and goes down. We're already at 3, dude. There's only like 2 and 1 left. In
Well,
my opinion.
he
but
would,
whatever.
He brought the ice cream truck out again,
Oh, God, no. Fuck me.
and whenever he could, he would rape young girls, and he did this to a lot of girls. And in questioning, there's like, okay, well, how many little girls did you rape? And he said it was between 50 and 500.
Okay, that's just bragging, I would think. But, dude, the way that dude is, like, from what everything I've heard about you, what you've told me about this guy, that's probably not bragging.
No, there was like a rash of, there.
Oh, when he got the ice
There
cream
were
truck
a-
out again, yeah, dude, I'm sure there was a fucking rash.
Yeah, there was like a.
And I don't mean it like
There
that,
was a-
dude. I
there
mean,
was a-
I'm sure there was
I know.
an increase
A rash
in
of rapes.
fucking, yeah. Oh, dude, that fucking just fucking sickens me.
Yeah.
bro.
He would even dress in drag and makeup to make himself look like a woman, to make himself more freaking, because he's small.
Yeah.
And
No,
everything.
I get it, yeah. And why wouldn't you? If you were tiny like that and you could pull it off, of course.
Yeah. So he had also doubled down with his porn photos of girls and women, but he got into an argument with the pornographer over money,
All right. Well, technically, he's the pornographer, but
No, but the guy that he had a agreement with, a distribution agreement with,
his distributor.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they, he was the one putting it out.
Yeah.
It's like putting it out like on the black market or whatever you want, whatever it was called. Yeah, and he wound up beating the guy to death with his camera.
Oh shit! He killed a guy.
Yeah. So remember when I said earlier in the episode that all of these flat buildings and everything were like fire hazards.
Yeah.
He set fire to the building.
What, that he lived in?
That his distributor.
Oh, okay. So he said
the guy that he killed.
Got you.
So he got away with the murder of that guy.
Arson for hire. Oh wait, we already covered that one. Never mind.
In 1980, the police came with an arrest warrant.
1980. The police was it Sting? Dude, I am trying to put music shit into this so people will fucking listen to it.
Well, I'm pretty sure he told the cop, "Don't stand so close to me."
I'm sure he did. And the cop went, "Dude, every breath you take, every move you make."
But they weren't watching him. You know why?
I know.
Because the arrest warrant wasn't about any of these rapes or murders or anything like that. It was over the gun that Angus had bought.
Oh my god!
The guy that sold it to him, he was like an illegal arms dealer, and he gave up his client list for a reduced sentence.
Oh, of course he did, because that's what you do when you're a fucking street punk selling illegal guns. You fucking give up your shit, dude.
Yeah. So Angus got 6 months.
Oh, that's it?
And while
for buying an illegal firearm, he only gets 6 months.
Right. So, and ironically enough, while he was in jail, the rapes of all the girls stopped.
Gee. That had to be just coincidence, right?
Coincidence, yeah. He was released, and in 1982, he tried to get a 7-year-old girl, but she got away. And shortly after that, he got a 6-year-old girl, and he raped her. But she was able to file a report with a description. This girl was on point.
Wait, how did he let her go?
Yeah.
How did he let her go? Didn't he learn? I thought he learned his lesson and didn't let him go.
Well, you can't rationalize these fucking sick fucks' minds or whatever. He had been raping a lot, but he wasn't killing them because the bodies would pile up, and that would
he's leaving
be
witnesses,
more likely,
though, dude. That's just dumb, dude. I mean, he forgot his first fucking.
But he's wearing a disguise, though. Yeah, he's dressed in drag and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, but what is okay? So 82, he was born in, what did you say, 45?
45.
So that makes
55,
him
65,
what?
75, 85. Almost 40.
Almost 40. So yeah, it's like what, 37? All right, he could probably still be getting away with some shit. He's not that old yet.
But he was doing it, with the ice cream truck and everything. He was doing it to a lot of girls and all that stuff. So she was, the girl was able to file a report with a description. Another girl came forward too once that went out. Yeah, and all of a sudden, like 12 girls picked Angus out of a photo lineup.
Fuck yeah. Now we're getting to the good part of the story.
Yeah, we are. There's only a page and a half left in my notes. So he was arrested, and his wife Sarah was there when he got arrested, and he wasn't able to lie his way out of this one. Sarah knew the truth, and he tried to lie, but she told him to admit it rather than dragging them kiddies into court, and then she called him a coward. Fuck
yeah. Goddamn right. I bet he didn't take that too well, though.
Well, he confessed.
Really? She called him a coward, and he didn't, like... Oh, wait, he was already arrested, though. He didn't have a choice.
Right. Yeah, that was like a between the glass conversation, you know. So Angus confessed. So he said he had no idea how many he had raped and everything, and he tells the police to start showing him photos, and he'll just say yes or no.
Oh God.
So he was sentenced to life, no parole, and he was at Peterhead Prison in Scotland.
Excuse me, wait.
Peterhead. Peterhead.
What prison?
Peterhead.
That can't be a real thing.
It is Peterhead Prison. It's in the book. Sarah never spoke to Angus again.
Well, I would hope
and
not.
Good on her. But you know what else?
Uh-oh.
She didn't even file for divorce. She's just like, fuck this guy. She's just like, fuck this guy. I don't even want to see him in court to divorce his ass.
Well, dude, he was already in jail, right? She might not have had to see him, dude. I'm sure the lawyers could have done it all fucking like behind the scenes.
She just wanted to be done with him. Later, DNA started being tested and linking Angus to the murders, all of the murders, which were cold cases at that point, because he had literally gotten away with all of the murders. It was the kid diddling that did him in, because these freaking rock star, awesome, badass badass little girls, they came forward and they testified against him in court. Good on you, girls. So, fuck yeah, 12 of them
too, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
They probably all got together at the schoolyard like, are we gonna fuck this guy up or what?
So I mean, it's just like, okay, good on these girls and everything, but you got to recognize the parents. These parents were freaking rock stars too, because it's just like sometimes it's like it's tragic, but it does happen. Sometimes a child will say, "Oh, okay, somebody's doing things with me that they're not supposed to," and the parents would be like, "Ah, shut up! You're just making things up." So good on these parents too. Due to DNA, he was convicted of Mary Gallagher's, or I said Gallagher. It's not Gallagher. It's Gallacher. Gallacher.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, just for clarity, we got to get the victims' names right.
Mm-hmm.
But Gallacher looks a lot like Gallagher,
especially with your fucking shitty handwriting.
So the DNA was also used to ID the World's End murders. And it turns out so it turns out that it was Christine Eadley and Helen Scott were their names. In 2007, Angus was tried for the World's End.
2007, holy fuck!
Well, it takes a while. When you've got a cold case like that from something that happened in the 80s and everything, it takes a while for them to catch up with that stuff. So now this part is interesting. Okay. We know what double jeopardy is.
Oh, yeah.
Double jeopardy means you can't be tried for the same
twice. You can't be tried for the same murder twice.
Now, it was allowed in this because he had been found innocent of a couple of the murders, but later on, damning DNA evidence proved that he had done it. So therefore, he was put back on trial for those murders and everything, and he was found guilty.
Well, good. He should have been.
Yeah, and you know what? That brings up like a whole can of worms. It's like, okay, double jeopardy is one thing, but if you're found innocent of a murder, but then later on DNA proves that you actually did do it,
that's not double jeopardy anymore.
Yeah.
That's information they should have had back when the first time they tried you. So fuck you, you're fucked. In my opinion.
Exactly. In 2014, he was found guilty of all of the murders that he did.
Yes.
Because there was DNA. There was DNA found. And then he was eligible. He was going to be eligible for parole.
Wait, just the murders? Not any of the rapes? Like all these little fucking children that he raped?
Well, he was already convicted of them. The 12 girls that came forward.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, he was already
Right.
convicted.
Though
for
that's
that,
what got
but
him into
now
jail.
now he's
Sorry,
convicted.
I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long one. But he'll be eligible for parole at the ripe old age of 106. Are you ready for the payoff?
Fuck yeah, let's get to the fucking payoffs.
He's still alive.
No, see, that's not a payoff.
Hold on. No, it's a payoff.
No,
He's still alive. He can't walk. He's had a series of stroke. He can't even clean himself or change his clothes. And yeah, he has to have his ass wiped for him.
Well, then see, he's perfect. He's the perfect example of fucking just euthanize the motherfucker, dude. He can't do anything. Fucking kill him.
Well, one thing we like to do on this podcast is like, okay, should it have been death or is life in prison better? And I think in his case, life in prison is better.
No, it isn't, dude. Because, dude, if he's had strokes and he can't even take care of himself, he doesn't even know where he is, dude. The point is that
no, he knows where he is,
dude. As soon as he had the stroke, they should have fucking jabbed him with the lethal injection and fucking killed him, dude. Because he doesn't know where he is now. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know why he is where he is. You know what I mean, dude? No, I don't agree with you on this one. This one, no. They should have fucking killed him fucking straight out the gate.
Okay, all right.
Because, dude, I mean, dude, he's a fucking vegetable living on taxpayer dollars. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
dude.
you're right.
He doesn't
know
where he is.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, dude,
right.
unless they're doing like a fucking Kill Bill thing on him and letting the fucking inmates come in there and have their fun with him while he's unconscious. You know, dude. I mean, okay, if that's what's going on,
you're right.
Then yes, they should have kept. Then yeah, keep his fucking corpse ass alive. But other than that, no, dude. He should have fucking been executed. Like straight out the fucking gate.
I agree. You've actually turned my opinion on this one. Yeah, I agree because he's basically an invalid at this point. But the thing is he was so obsessed with power over his victims and everything, and he can't even wipe his own ass.
No, I get that.
But I'm sure there are, many more murders that he did. And there's a handful of unsolved murders by a character named Bible John that some people speculate that, it's like nobody knows who Bible John is. Kind of like Jack the Ripper. But some people speculate that some of, that Bible John didn't exist and that some of his murders were done by Angus and another serial killer that was working at the same time named Peter Tobin. And I'm sure we'll cover him at some point as well. I mean, we're not gonna cover Bible John because unsolved.
Dude, are we gonna do
whatever?
HH
we don't do
day?
it. Yeah, we'll do HH. HH was not Jack the Ripper.
Oh, dude, that's not what the TV show I watch says.
No, HH was not Jack the Ripper.
Oh, dude, the timing was perfect, though. Dude, I mean, it's a perfect fucking storm of fucking coincidental evidence.
Now we'll have to when we do HH. I'm ready because I know that you're on the mindset.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm definitely on the
I'm
definitely on HH's Jack the Ripper team, for sure.
So if we do that episode, I'm gonna have to do a lot of fucking research to change your mind.
But anyway, doesn't matter.
But yeah, that episode's gonna take me a long time to put together.
This is gonna be like years from now. If both of us are still alive in like 2-3 years, then we'll fucking do
it. So. Oh man, what did you think about this piece of shit?
I fucking hate him. Fucking hate him, dude. Anybody that messes with children just doesn't deserve to live.
Yeah. Definitely the most depraved piece of shit that we've covered so far.
Yes, indeed. There's a special place in hell for him.
If he's not Scottish, it's crap! Unless it's Angus Sinclair.
Or Angus Young, because,
He's not crap.
Oh, really, dude? Come on. You like AC/DC? Dude, I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with it.
I don't dislike AC/DC.
Dude, I'm trying to start a Twitter war here because I just said AC/DC was crap.
All right. So,
no, AC/DC's not crap. I love AC/DC. I'm just fucking kidding.
Anyway, wrapping it up. You can find on our social, my music, Todd's band, and all of our episodes on the website link that we're going to post on our website, and we're going to do that. And you know what, Todd, tell them about your band and what you're going to do for lucky.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm in a band. We play like 80s, like pop music, kind of little more rocked out style, but 80s pop. We have a Facebook page. We are Retroactive Daze, DAZE, and I believe there's a hyphen in there somewhere, but whatever.
You'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find it. We have our schedule. Our schedule.
There'll be a link to it.
Yeah, there'll be a link to it too. But our schedule is printed up on the Facebook page. If for whatever reason if you're here in the area of Brevard County, Florida, which I lovingly call the venereal wart on America's wang. If you're ever in Brevard County on vacation for whatever reason and you check our schedule, if we're playing somewhere near where you are, come out and see us. Come up and see me. Say, hey, I listened to your podcast. I'll buy you a beer and we can hang out and bullshit and have a good time.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, they're good. I've seen them, and yeah, I was
right.
I was gonna stand in. I was gonna stand in for them
when I had to take a break. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, he had to take a break. I was gonna stand in and fill in on bass for them. Then I fucking got COVID,
and that just sucks. Because I had COVID too, and I had to fucking dip out on a couple shows because I had it too. God damn it! But you know what? Whatever. It is what it is.
So
I'm still here. I didn't die. So fuck off with your bullshit.
Until next week, and next week will be finally the long-awaited Joseph Paul Franklin Albatross episode. That
if you're lucky.
Oh, guys, I swear if you don't have it ready, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Bring it, bitch. Do you know how many guns I fucking have? Come on.
But anyway, until next week, later.
Cheers, everybody.